Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time, don't worry, you didn't miss too much yet. To summarize, I've traveled from Germany to South Korea to explore the country and to ground myself and build myself up again after a series of personal tragedies. But I felt like the only way out of my dark hole is to challenge myself, and that is why I came to South Korea, a country I have visited before but still don't speak the language very well and still find quite challenging in many ways. For example, my eSIM that didn't work for many days, and despite her best efforts, even the airport staff couldn't find a solution to make work with my phone. And I had to use another provider, but then it also took another few days of chatting with them to get it to work finally. And for communication and orientation, it's just necessary to have a working internet-connected phone with you. Although I have to admit that the experience gave me a different perspective and made me think how I would go about my stay in a more analog way, and we will come back to that. But for now we are entering Bukchon, a small area of northern Seoul focused on tourism. Obvious due to the public garbage bins. But actually the Bukchon Hanok Village is a residential neighborhood merging traditional Korean living and craftsmanship with hundreds of small shops and tourist experiences. On top of being essentially the hub for all kinds of artistry in Seoul. It is an incredibly culturally and artistically rich area in Seoul and offers such a huge amount and vast variety of experiences that I cannot even begin to summarize all of it in this video. And due to still extreme heat in Korea, I did not manage to explore every side street and charming little craftsman shop. But since I'm staying for still quite a while, I will come back and keep exploring. Speaking of, and as I've mentioned earlier, I am trying to ground myself and try to find ways to explore in a more analog way. And I kept thinking, what would an explorer need first? And the obvious answer is a map. And no, I don't mean Google Maps or any other digital map provider. I want a physical map, something I can fold open and write on and put stickers on and get a more tangible grasp on the place in the world where I currently am. I will also need a few other tools, but map first, and I will have a whole nother video whether I succeeded or not. But for now, let's get back to me exploring Bukchon. And something else I wanted to mention about that is that if you are more an introverted person or like to catch a break in between touristy stuff, Bukchon makes it easy for you. Since it is an active residential area, there are a lot of signs to stay quiet please, as well as lots of areas that prohibit car and scooter usage. Now you will see some scooters still, but in general it's a much more quiet and calm area than you would expect for such a popular tourist attraction. And although many of the side alleys lead into a dead end, you probably won't mind much because they offer such a beautiful refuge from the busy shopping streets. Just the right space for any introvert to catch a quick recharge before heading back into the more crowded areas. Many did seem smarter than me though and tried to avoid the heat. But something else I couldn't avoid and was quite surprised by just strolling around the walking streets and hidden paths of the Bukchon area was the sudden Toy Story store, giving me quite the cultural whiplash, going from old traditional Korean craftsmanship to something so modern and Western in comparison. And yes, as a 90s kid myself and growing up with the movies, I could not help but take a look inside. And end up being surprised yet again at how much more substantial the store was. Something I would have maybe expected in an official Disneyland or anywhere like that. But this is just some street in northern Seoul. And yes, I would say in a smaller scale it can definitely hold up to any official Disneyland experience. Stuffed with merchandise, offering a few other Disney themes as well, but mostly Toy Story and really everything you could ask for that. And I do still quite like the movies, especially the first three, genuinely funny and with quite a lot of jokes you only get as an adult. And their general themes surrounding having to say goodbye to loved ones, the value of family and community, and having to learn to adapt to even unpleasant changes is quite universally relatable to most adults as well. Yeah, same, Woody. Accurate depiction of me after my long flight. And with this journey back into my childhood and parts of the Bukchon area, I want to say thank you again for watching and remember to be more kind to yourself. And next time, let's find a map.